Okay, good day everyone. So now I would like to talk about the case that I've been putting in the iLearning. So the case is about smart store reinvent this retail space. Okay, so everyone, let's look at our learning objective for today's lesson. What we're going to explore together is how the technology changes in the in-store experience. Now, what does that mean? Well, think about the last time you went to a physical store, maybe a grocery store, a clothing shop, or even a convenience store. The shopping experience today looks very different from what it was 10 or 20 years ago, right? So, in this session, we're going to understand how the stores are using modern technology like smart cameras, um, the sensors, and mobile app to make shopping easier and more enjoyable for customers. And then why some physical stores are not dead, even though we can buy almost everything online. And brick and mortar stores are adapting and using technology to compete. And we'll see some actual companies and technologies that are being used right now in stores you might visit. And then, how does all this technology make your experience better? Is it saving your time, make things more convenient, help you find what you need faster? And then by the end of this lessons, you should be able to identify different types of retail technologies and explain how they improve the customer experience. This is very important whether you are a future business owner, a marketer, or just a smart customer who wants to understand the world around you. Okay, class. The study case titled Smart Store Reinvent the Retail Space. Okay, now when you are looking at the modern retail store, like clothing or fashion store, you notice you maybe notice something different. There are not just regular display windows. You can see all these glowing blue digital icons on the screen, and then the screens overlaying the products. Yeah, that is called a smart store. And the title says Smart Store Reinvent the Retail Space. Let me break down this for you. So, reinvent here means that it's completely reimagined or transform something. So, what's happening here? All right. So, traditional stores used to be simple products on shelves, a cashier at the counter, and then you browse around. Pretty basic, right? But the smart stores are revolutionizing, it's reinventing this entire experience by adding some digital displays that can show you product information instantly. And then sometimes they also have the interactive screens where you can check size, colors, and availability without asking stuff. And then smart technology that tracks inventory in real time. And those connected experience that blend your phone with the physical store. So if traditional stores are like flip phones, they got the job done. Then smart stores are like smartphones. They do so much more and make everything easier and more connected. So right in this image, you can see some shoppers interacting with the digital interfaces right in the store. The retail space here means that the physical store environment is being transformed from just a place to buy things into a high-tech interactive experience. This is exactly what we read about in our case study. The companies that are using technology to make physical stores competitive with an online shopping. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Okay, now let's move on. This is the article that you can exactly read all the paragraph, but here I will explain the articles just in the presentation style, okay? All right, everyone, let's start with the really some important questions that many people are asking. Are physical stores dying because of COVID-19 or because of the online shopping getting emerged nowadays? Okay, first point is physical stores are not disappearing despite online shopping growth. I want to think about this. Yes, we all shop online probably more than ever, right? You can order almost everything from your phone and have it delivered to your door. So, logically, you might think, why would anyone go to a physical store anymore? But there's a reality. The brick and mortar stores, the physical building you can walk into, are not going extinct. They are still here and they're not planning to leave. Why? Because shopping in person still offers something valuable that click add to chart doesn't. You can touch the products, try them on, and then get them immediately. And you also have the social experience. And the second point is the traditional retailers are fighting back with the innovative technology. The keyword here is the fighting back. Okay, physical stores realize they cannot just sit around and let online shopping take over. So what are they doing? They are getting smart, literally. They're adopting new technologies to compete. If online shopping is their competitor, they are learning their competitor's strengths and adding those to their own game. The next point, the goal to attract the customers and enhance in-store experience. To attract means that get you to actually come to the store instead of just shopping from your couch. Okay, and then the word of enhance. Make your time in the store so good, so convenient, so enjoyable that you want to come back. Like it's like when a restaurant doesn't just serve food, they create an experience with ambience, with great service and presentation. And stores are doing the same right now. And the fourth, technology enables social distancing requirement. All right, this became spatial, important because the COVID-19, right? Stores need the ways to let people shop safely without crowding. And then they also offer contactless payment, enable curbside pickup to reduce the need to touch shared services. So now technology made all of this possible. So it's not just about competing with an online shopping, it's also about adapting to new health and safety needs in our world. And the bottom line, physical retail is adapting and evolving, not dying. The stores that survive are the ones that embrace change and use technology smart. Okay, class, let's now talk about the first real world example of the smart store technology. Okay, look at the left side image. What do you see? A happy customer in their car receiving a package? Yes, this is called a curbside pickup, and it's become super popular nowadays, especially during and after pandemic. Okay, the curbside pickup technology, the acrylic solution. The acrylic is a French company that created technology to make the curbside pickup run smoothly. Okay, so let me okay explain to you one by one. Customer use smartphone app to notify the arrival. It's simply enough, right? You've probably done this before. You order something online and then maybe groceries from PX Smart, an item from uh, Carrefour. Okay. When you're on your way to pick it up, you open the store's app and then tap the button that says I'm on my way or I'm here. That's the step one. And then the system estimates the customer arrival time. Okay, so the system doesn't just wait for you to arrive. It actually predicts when you'll get there based on your location from the app. Like the Uber shows you when your driver will arrive? The store uses this information to prepare your orders, so it's ready right when you pull up. So no waiting around. And then the next one, object recognition cameras identify cars and parking spots. This is really cool technology. The store has special cameras. We call them object recognition cameras that can literally see and identify your car when you arrive. They know exactly your specific car just pulled into the parking lot, exactly where you park and which spot number. Why this is important? You know, when because the store employee doesn't have to search the whole parking lot asking, "Are you here for an online order?" They know exactly where to go. It's efficient, and then it's perfect for big box retailers, grocery stores, and home improvement stores. Exactly. Think about it. Big box retailers like, you know, the Walmart, the Target, the PX Smart, the big X Smart, they have the huge parking lots, lots of customers. Okay. For the grocery stores, people buy heavy items like milk, the water bottles. It's easier to load directly into your car, right? And then another one is called home improvement stores. So it's like bulky items like lumber, the paint cans, tools. You definitely don't want to carry those through the stores, right? So imagine if you ordered um 2000 NT dollars worth of grocery from your local supermarket. So instead of parking far away or maybe walking through the store, pushing the heavy cart, standing in a checkout line, loading everything into your car yourself, you just drive up and then tap the app saying I'm here on your phone. And then an employee brings everything out and loads it for you. Then after that, you drive away. It saves time, it's convenient, and especially during the COVID, it's safer because you had minimal contact with the others. this is a perfect example of how technology makes the physical store experience better than just shopping online and waiting for delivery because you get your items immediately without the hassle. All right, everyone, now we're getting to something really futuristic, which is called smart shelves. Okay, look at this image. See that high tech display on the shelves? That's not a science fiction. This technology exists right now in the stores. And the title says the smart shelves revolution, more than just storage. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, let's talk about it. Traditionally, what's a shelf? It's just a piece of wood or a metal that holds product, right? You stack items on it. Customers pick them up. Done. Pretty simple. But smart shelves are saying we can do so much more than just hold stuff. Okay? So, the first thing first, they use what is called a proximity sensors. They also use 3D cameras and microphones. These detect when someone is near in the shelf. So think of it like an automatic door at the supermarket that opens when you walk up. The shelves knows you are standing there. And then for 3D cameras, it's actually a regular camera. Okay, it's 2D images. The 3D cameras can sense depth and movement, almost like a shelf that can see in three-dimensional what you're doing. And then it also has a microphone. The shelves can potentially hear and respond to voice commands like, "Hey shelves, where's the peanut butter?" And then the shelves can respond to your question. The smart shelf also includes the RFID readers and weight sensors. Okay, so RFID readers, you know RFID, right? RFID stands for radio frequency identification. So it's like a tiny wireless tag on each product that the shelf can read without scanning. So the shelf knows exactly which products are on it at all time. And then it also have what's called a weight sensors. Shelf can literally feel how heavy is it. So if you pick up a jar of pasta sauce, the shelf knows because the weight change. It's pretty cool, right? And then the smart shelves also enables the interaction between the shoppers and the shelves. This is a game changer. You're not just passively looking at the shelf anymore. You're interacting with it. The shelf can respond to a presence. It can show you information on the screen and it can detect what you're interested in and communicate with your smartphone. So it's like the shelf becomes a smart assistant is helping you to shop. And then it creates highly personalized shopping experience. Remember how online shopping shows you recommended for you based on your browsing history? The small chefs can do this in person. So if you pick up a box of cookies, you look at it and then put it back, the shelves will notice that. Next time you walk by, it might display a discount or special offer on those cookies on a digital screen. So it's called personalizing your experience based on your behavior. The next one is the benefits. So the benefits also for stores and the for shoppers. For stores, it can track products in real time and shows which shelves need restocking. When you think this from a manager's perspective, in a traditional store, employees have to walk around constantly checking, uh, do we need more milk? Is the cereal running low? Oh, that's time consuming and inefficient. But with the smart shelf, the shelf automatically send an alert. Okay, hey, 3 boxes of cereal left on the aisle shelf two. Okay, the manager can see on the computer or on tablet which shelf needs attention. And then no more empty shelves because the system caught it early, and it's more efficient use of employee time. And then for shopper, it helps them to find products using their smartphone. You ever wander around a giant store looking for one item, like tomato paste, for example? The smart shelf can solve this. You can open the store's app on your phone, search for tomato paste, and the app will say, okay, asshole 7, middle shelf, 3 cells down. Okay, something like that. So smart shelf might even light up or display something when you get close. It's like GPS navigation, but inside the store. Wow, it's pretty interesting, right? Now let's dive deeper into specific products. The AWM Smart Shelf features. Okay, the AWM is a company that makes the smart shelves technology, and this slide shows us the specific features and capabilities. Okay, the first thing first, the feature real time product viewing and tracking with HD cameras. Real time, right now, not yesterday, not last week, but this very second. Okay, and then this system also have the high definition cameras. It's really clear and very sharp video. It's constantly watching the shelves and it can see what kind of products are currently on the shelf and how many of the each items there are and what exactly each product is located. Okay, so it's like having a store employee works at the shelf 24 hours in 7 days and report what they see. And then the feature two, it's highlight the shelves needing to restocking. Yeah, this builds on feature one. The system doesn't just see the shelf, it's smart enough to analyze what it sees. And then it enables a real time on shelf marketing. This is very clever. So there is what is called an advertising or promotion that happens right at the shelves where the products are displayed. Next one, it connects to mobile apps for product location. Remember earlier we talked about using your phone to find products? This is the feature specifically. You download the store's app and then you search where's the peanut butter, and the app will talk to the smart shelf system and it will tell you where it's located. And this AWM smart shelf features is already used by Pepsi, Walmart, and Albertsons. Okay, so this is what we call social proof or credibility. These are not small businesses testing and proving technology. These are the major players. Okay, next. Okay, now we're getting to the most futuristic part, the AWM frictionless shopping. Okay. Okay, walk in, walk out technology. Okay, now let me ask you, what's the most annoying part of shopping in physical store? Well, most people say it's waiting in line to check out, right? You pick up everything you want, you're ready to leave, but you have to stand in line, wait for the person ahead of you, unload your items, scan them, pay, back them. Oh my God, it takes time. And AWM, frictionless shopping, eliminates all of that. The word frictionless here means without friction, smooth, no obstacle, no hassle. Okay, so how this works? No checkout required, just walk out. This is the headline feature. You walk into the store, you grab what you want, you literally just leave. That's it. No stopping, no scanning, no payment process. It's like shoplifting, right? But it's not. The technology handles everything. And then customers scan their face or phone upon the entry. Okay. So before you can walk out, you need to identify yourself when you walked in. Here's what happens. Um, Facial recognition. You've registered your face in the store's app beforehand. And then when you enter, the camera scans your face and then the system recognizes you. Okay, we'll come back. Then your account is now active for the shopping session. And then when you open the store's app on your phone, you scan the QR code at the entrance or hold up your phone to scanner, and then the system links to your phone to your shopping session. Okay. All right. So I know some of you might think about the privacy concern with the facial recognition, right? That's a valid discussion we have. But from a technology standpoint, this is how the system identifies the shoppers. Okay, next one. They shop as normal. Once you've checked in, you just shop. Nothing special. Work around the store, look at the products, and then pick up the items you want. And then after that, put them in a bag, a basket. Maybe you change your mind, put it back, blah, 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 blah. Okay. You don't scan anything. You don't keep track of the prices. You just shop like you normally would. And the technology is doing all the work in the background. The next one, the camera tracks the item they take. Here's the magic happens. Remember those smart shelf camera we talked about earlier? This system takes it to the next level. The store is filled with the camera on ceiling, on shelves, everywhere. And using good computer vision, they used AI to see and understand what's happening. And then object recognition, they identify the specific products. And they also do the motion tracking, following your movement. And when the shopper leave, they are automatically charged and receipt is sent. This is the payoff, the seamless ending. You walk toward the exit, the system knows you're leaving, it finalizes your virtual shopping chart, it charges your linked payment method, yeah, whatever you set up, whether it's a credit card, debit card, digital wallet. And within seconds, you get a receipt via email or text message. And this receipt shows everything you took and the total amount of charge. You don't need to stood in the checkout line. You don't need to unload it items onto a conveyor belt. You don't need to scan barcodes. You don't need to swipe a card, waited for payment to process, blah 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 blah. Just walked out. Shopping complete and it's done. Okay. Well, now let's look at the real world example to see how all this technology actually works in practice. This slide is about Quick Eats, okay? An actual store that uses the frictionless technology we just discussed. And it's open on March 2020 in Santa Ana, California. Um, That's right, when the COVID 19 was becoming a major pandemic and everything was shutting down. It's the quick eats open at literally the perfect moment when people were worried about touching shared surveys and trying to minimize contact with the others, and they are looking for safer ways to shop, spending more time at home. So, this technology, which was already being developed, suddenly became not just convenient but actually necessary for health and safety. So, they offer what is called a cashierless micro market in luxury apartment. Yeah, we just covered it. No cashier, no checkout lines. You walk in, take what you want, walk out. That's it. Okay. They also offer grab and go products for drinks, sandwiches, cleaning items, and grab and go, right? This is products that ready to consume immediately or with minimal preparation. It's pre-packed and easy to carry, quick to pick up, yeah, something like that. And it's low contact shopping during the pandemic. This might be the most important point for understanding why this technology took off when it did. Low contact, minimal interaction with others, minimal shared services, yeah, those kind of things. Now we're going to talk about one of the most powerful and maybe a bit controversial aspect of smart store technology, the personalization. Okay, look at this image over here. See how the system is tracking these shoppers with those blue outlines over here, and then the numbers. Yes, that is like what we're discussing here. Okay, and the title is Personalization in Action, the Smart Data Usage. Okay, let's talk about it. It tracks the items customers pick up, even if not purchased. Okay, this is crucial. It's different from the traditional shop. The stores only know what you bought, and they have no idea what you looked at, you considered, and or almost you bought. And missing all that valuable information about customer interests. That's why the smart shelf tracking is there. And for examples, you pick up cookies and then you put them back, get discount next time. It's perfect. This is the exact example from your reading material. Okay. Uh, the next one is the provide online level personalization in physical store. This is the breakthrough concept compared to the online shop. You browse for running shoes, but don't buy. Next time you visit Amazon, those shoes you look at are known as on sale. You got some recommendation, and then your homepage shows related products. Everything is personalized uh, to your behavior. Okay. And compared to the traditional physical stores, yeah, for example, you look at running shoes, but you don't buy it. And the store has no idea you were interested. So during your next visit, the generic promotion that might not interest to you at all. And then let's come to the next one. It's called anonymous behavior tracking guides customers with digital signage. Okay, so it's anonymous, you know. Anonymous means that um without identifying you, system knows there's a customer, but not who specifically. Then they track general behavior patterns. No personal information collected. It's only used for immediate real-time guidance. Okay. All right. So the one that I can explain here that the personalization through smart data usage is transforming physical retail from a generic one size fits all experience into a customized journey for each shopper, just like online shopping, but in person. And the technology tracks behavior, both identified and anonymous, to create relevant offers and guide customer effectively. This is very powerful for business, but requires careful consideration of privacy and ethics. All right, this is a summary. You can just read by yourself. Okay? Any questions you have, you can just post in the iLearning. Okay? See you in the next study case. Goodbye.